Hey, what's up guys? Joker here. Hope you're all doing well. Today I need to talk to you again about Returnal. I know when this game came out, I put up this video ranting about the roguelike mechanics of it and how, basically no save system or checkpoints or anything really. I mean, there kind of is, but they are few and far between. So the difficulty of the game is it's pretty tough. Now, I didn't plan on buying this game. Once I found out that it was a roguelike, because I'm not a fan of the genre. But I ended up getting the game for my birthday. And I hate to say that I actually like this game, but I still absolutely hate the roguelike mechanics of it and like the permadeath system where you constantly get reset and lose all your progress. Still not a fan of that. But I think it says something about how good the gameplay is that I'm still playing it despite absolutely hating one of the biggest components that makes Returnal. Did you just finish building a sweet gaming rig only to have this happen to you? Not to worry, because your CD Key has you covered with Windows 10 Pro licenses for under $18. And if you head over there right now, you could save 20% off with my code JPD20 at checkout. You'll receive your key within seconds, and then just click the start button and type activate to find the Windows activation screen, and all you gotta do then is paste your code in. For more info as well as that coupon code, be sure to check out the links down in the description below. So yeah, like I said, I ended up getting the game for my birthday and started playing it, and I enjoyed the combat right away. And I never thought I was going to hate the combat or anything. I thought the combat looked cool. The bullet hell aspect of it seemed very interesting, and yeah, I was actually looking forward to the gameplay in that respect. So the fact that I ended up enjoying the combat and everything really didn't surprise me at all. But it was actually way better than I could have even expected. It's a really solid third-person shooter, fast-paced. A lot of the mechanics and the movement sort of reminds me a little bit of Control, but done better. And yeah, they did a really good job with the combat and having the varied enemies, which are rather difficult. So some of them can be difficult. It really just depends on your luck and the roll of the dice, because that's pretty much what it is. Every time you boot this game up to play it, is you are going to have a different experience. Even though you are technically in like the same biome or whatever, the rooms are constantly changing every time you die and go back. It's a little bit different. It's kind of the same, but it's a little bit different. And it's not so much that the rooms look different that make it kind of cool. It's more so your character builds, because you never know what you're gonna get. It is just a complete crapshoot. Sometimes you're gonna go in, and you're, 5 minutes in, you're just going to be getting completely ass rammed by the RNG on this game, and you're going to have all of these things negatively affecting your character and your build and all of that stuff. And sometimes it just makes sense to just reset and go back to the beginning and hope you get better luck next time, because on those occasions that you do get the RNG to pay off for you and you get a nice build going, the game feels absolutely incredible at making you feel powerful. It makes you feel just super OP when the RNG does go your way. Getting things like it's Siphon or Leech or whatever like that, where basically for every adrenaline level you have up to 5, gives you back 5% integrity or health and stuff like that. And other abilities and things that you can add on, over time, either getting better weapons, and things like that. And then also like different perks and stuff from the parasites, and constantly having to sort of like weigh your options. I'll stand there sometimes for just 10-15 minutes, in a I don't know what they call these rooms, but it's almost like a reward room. Like every few rooms or so, you'll find these white orb on the ground, and then it makes you fall through the floor. And then you go somewhere, and every time you go there, it's a good thing. You're not going to like really see any enemies in there, and you're going to get some choices presented to you that could make your character either better or can make them worse. And there's many times where I just stand there and I'm just looking at it and I'm like, I don't know, do I want to risk getting a health buff, but I may be negatively affected and I have no idea what it's going to affect, and it might just be something really simple, like open up a chest and it'll get rid of the negative effects from the thing you picked up. And that kind of stuff is kind of cool, but it also could be rather frustrating, because sometimes I'll see a chest and I'll be like, not going to open that right away, because there's something over here that might end up making me need to open chests in order to get rid of it. So you kind of learn this as you play it and stuff. So the long story short of it is the gameplay and all of that stuff is fantastic. I still don't like the roguelike permadeath system. However, I also don't think this game could have worked without it, which is just frustrating because I really just want to get through the game and beat it. I still have not beaten it. So I want to beat it. I want to get to the end because I do enjoy the gameplay. So I'm like constantly torn between, absolutely loving it or absolutely hating it, depending on the way that my luck goes. So I just wanted to put this video out because I did do that rant about the game, ended up playing the game, and now actually really like it, but still hate the roguelike aspect of it. Because I feel like some people might, still be trying to make a decision on whether or not they want to buy this game. And for some people, $70, pretty big price tag for any game. But especially a game like this where it's virtually a permadeath type of system can be very, very frustrating at times. Because usually if I get to the end of a run and, I die or whatever, I either have one of two reactions. Either A, fuck this game, I never want to play it again. Or B, fuck this game, let's go again because I'm going to beat it. Because you feel challenged by it. The game is like constantly like just fucking you up the ass and you want to turn around and punch the game right in the fucking teeth. You're like, fuck you, now you're going to get fucked because I got a good character build and now I do the fucking. So that's really the only two reactions I ever get at the end of a cycle. And, and a cycle is, you really got to commit. This is not a game that you can casually sit down and play for 15 minutes. You can put your system into rest mode, but I've had that screw me a couple of times where I was in rest mode and then I came back and the game had an update, so I ended up losing my progress. So at this point, I decided if I'm going to sit down and play this game, I need to have several hours cleared in my schedule because I just might get a good run. You don't know. It might only last 30 minutes and you'll die and you'll be really annoyed you won't play it anymore. But you have to be ready to sit down and commit to playing this game for potentially several hours if you've got a good run going, because if you do have a good run going, you're not going to want to risk messing it up in any way whatsoever. Like, I won't take phone calls, like nothing. Like, if I sit down to play Returnal, I'm playing Returnal, and that is what I'm doing. Nothing else is happening, because otherwise I'll end up fucking myself and having a bad run or something like that, and then I'll just be annoyed about it. So at the end of the day, can I recommend this game? Yeah, I think I can, but I would say maybe wait for a sale if you are not too sure about the roguelike aspect and stuff like that. I would honestly love to see a demo for this game. I would love for them to release a demo that's like, I don't know, maybe timed or something like that, or maybe just like the entire first biome. Like just let people play like pretty much the entire first biome, and then if they like it, they could buy the game. Or maybe it could be a time thing where you basically have full access to the game, but only for an hour. I think that's probably enough time to make a decision on whether or not you're going to like the game. But yeah, I feel like something like this, where, there's so many like things that you could potentially hate about it depending on who you are. I feel like it kind of needs a demo. But yeah, that's really all I've got for you guys. I just wanted to share my thoughts and opinions on Returnal. Sadly, it is a PS5 exclusive, so you really need to have a PS5 to play it. But I do think there's a chance we could maybe see this game come to the PC later on down the road. I saw that Sony has been making deals with Epic or something like that. They have like a new deal proposed from Epic to bring like 4 to 6 games to the Epic store over the course of the next couple of years. So we could potentially see something like Returnal come to the PC. And what other Sony exclusives? Let me know down in the comments below if there's any Sony exclusives you would like to see on PC. I know like Uncharted is kind of like an obvious one. I think everyone would love to see Uncharted come to the PC, because even the first game still looks incredible. But then like also Ghost of Tsushima, I think that would do really well on the PC, and people would love to be able to play that if they don't have a console, and that game runs fantastic on the PS5. Returnal runs great too. That was another thing that drew me into even wanting to play this game, was the graphics. The graphics are incredible. 4K, 60 frames per second with ray tracing, solid. I know it's not true 4K. It's like basically being up-res, but honestly, you can't really notice. It looks great. It looks very crisp. It looks sharp. The graphics are good. Runs smooth as all hell. Very few times have I really noticed any frame drops in the game. So yeah, good game. Really kind of took me by surprise. Again, still have not beaten it, and I'm committed to eventually beating it at some point. So we'll just have to wait and see on that. If I ever get to the end, then the final biome, I'll probably record it or something maybe and share it up on the channel. But That's all I've got for you guys today. Gonna go ahead and get out of here. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up on it, subscribe if you're not already, and I will catch you next time for another video. Ta-ra.